I bet you took your team probably how many times? Like once, twice.
NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Here we go. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. The Washington Wizards here at home in an interconference matchup should be a good one. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And Sarr throws it down.
That board looked easy for Sarr at 7-1. You'd expect second chance opportunities like that.
Over in the corner, Williamson. And stolen by Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injury.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
Here's Queen. A fadeaway. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. To the paint. A second chance effort. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
If Williamson gets the ball right there, I don't know how to stop it.
Now, here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Why is Carlo Makovich ever gone? Like, what is it? That don't make sense.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Checking into the Pelicans.
Murray with it. Now defended by Sarr. Here's Fears. Murray looking around. With the teardrop. And that one drops for him.
That is nice. Murray with the floater.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. On the wing, Koulibaly. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Pelicans with the possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Hartenstein. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Fears. And the layup is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Here's Banchero following the score by DeJounte Murray. Yep, it counts.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Down low, Jay, and he banks in the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Saw. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Here's Banchero. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's the drive. And slam dunk by Fears.
You notice how decisive Fears' drive is. He's fully committed when going downhill.
Here's Koulibaly. Johnson surveying the floor. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Outside for Murray. Over Koulibaly. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And stolen by Barnes. And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at New Orleans. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's Miller with the jam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Pass to Queen. He gets that one. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And that one misses. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Guys?
Trying to run and gun. Allie, we thank you very much. Fires for 3. Harrington, that's good.
And they may be leaning a little too heavy on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
And there's the drive. Count that one. Fears has got 4 this quarter.
No fear from young Jeremiah Fears. He actually invites the contact on that drive.
Here's Yang. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Takes it inside. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 5.
He found some room there along the baseline. Space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
It's hauled in by Queen. Pelicans leading by 11. Pass to Fear. Hits the three-point bomb. 15 points in the game.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Motkovich. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Whitmore. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It's a different type of matchup.
So both teams making some changes here. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And finished off by Williamson.
And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
Pass to Song. Back to Johnson. The turnaround. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside for Murray. Here's Williamson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Whitmore. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Coulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yeah, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
And it's Banchero missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
And so it's New Orleans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
Now Whitmore. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And he drives in. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
A putback pass to Fear. To the inside. Hartenstein.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And it's Whitmore missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
That's tipped and stolen by Williamson. Inside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Out left to the wing. Pass to Fears. Clock at 6. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Changing it up here. Here's Fears. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Floats one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
On the wing, Bain. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the middle, and the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Banchero with the screen. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Pass to Fears. Williamson outside. Here's Fears. Covered by Johnson. Clock is at 3. Here's Williamson. Great defense that time from Banchero. And there it is for him. Banchero's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Wizards trailed by 19. Down low. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
A baseline J.
That's a great shot. It just hasn't been his night.
Inside. Here's Powell. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 16. And Sarr throws it down.
When he's had the opportunities, he's scored the ball, but they need more from him.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Williamson. That's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Substitution on the court.
Shot clock at 5. And there's the call on Drake Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Washington. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Johnson, a wide open look. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Pelicans leading by 14. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, team. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Powell left side. Bain with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
On the court.
Here's Carrington. And so it's New Orleans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their...
The Pelicans, 51.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Whitmore. Hang.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Sooner or later, you knew Fears was going to take over. He has been outstanding tonight.
Here's Yang. The shot from the low post is good.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Fears. And he can't jam it through. On the wing, Whitmore. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans making a switch here.
Substitution. Number 7.
And here are the Pelicans now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Wide open look here for Murray. It's good from long range. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
There you see Murray playing off the ball. That's a nice addition to his game.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. To the wing on the left. To the inside. Rebounded by the Wizards.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to George. Back to Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. Misses from short range. Pelicans leading by 15. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the left wing. Outside, George. And another miss by Washington. Here's Queen. Hit the floater. Here's Murray. No good with the wing jumper. So it's the Wizards now. 15-point game. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Murray rips down the board.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Bain rips down the rebound. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Washington. Down by 15. And stolen by Murray. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Matkovic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Johnson outside. Misses the 3.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Barnes. A 3-pointer. Good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
New Orleans making a switch here. Sarr trying to get open. And just miss after miss right now. Fears with it. Now defended by Sarr. Tries it from 19. Wizards trailed by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jeremiah Fears.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
That's out of bounds. It was last touched by Koulibaly.
Possession to New Orleans.
Fears with it. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Climbing the lane.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
His effort has